Hello and welcome back to Instant Raeplay. Today we have Snork, which is brilliant, and Voltar. Maybe I should start the episode a little later so I know who we have. Perhaps on the drop pod sequence. So as to not force anyone to wait through. We got one locked in. We got two and three. So I think that's what I'll do. Should be able to see all of the relevant information. Though you will skip or miss out on this beautiful artwork here by the amazing artists. But that's okay. Give me a second here. Alright, we're in this game. And it feels a lot easier to collect the solar when the wind streaks are so wide. I don't know why. All of the drop pods have the same width kind of hitbox, but they all some of them just feel easier than others, I guess. The big ones you can't really see the particles because they cover up a lot more. So the small one might actually give me the advantage of being able to more easily collect those solar pieces. And it took a while to get used to that drop pod sequence in the beginning when they made it zoom in. Because at first, like you saw in the earlier version of the game, the drop pod sequence just had a stationary camera, but then they made it zoom in slowly to the final camera view. And it took a little while, but it is easier to see things from that zoomed out perspective. Okay, so we're doing some permanent damage to their turret. They're not liking that. They got a Rocco, a Nibs, which is very crazy to fight against this Raelin. It's not going to be good for me. And a Max, who's also very mobile and very annoying to deal with. I should save Snipe for them and not waste it on droids, especially because I have piercing. So while we're sitting here, why not just get a few shots? Okay, that was unfortunate, I guess. Okay, so what am I going to rely on this game? Well, since Nibs can teleport, what I'm going to do is just get gun damage. Back off here. I'm just gonna get gun damage because if I snipe, she can just teleport to me and mess my life up. Oh man, and you see how fast Max is? He can just dip upward, and there you go. Well, we have a Snork on our team, so we can dish out just as much unfairness as they can. And I don't mean this in like any kind of personal way or anything like that. Like, your character choice is your character choice. I mean, it would fall onto the developer to balance the characters. You know, you're just using the tools that are available to you. I just happen to play Raelin because I enjoy playing her. I like her toolkit and her movement, and platforming is fun. So that's why I stick with her despite there being easier characters to work with. Did distract Nibs a little bit, so perhaps saved my team some agony. But I guess we'll just stick with our Voltar here while we have the chance to initiate or counter-initiate on Nibs should she choose to initiate on us while we're all stacked up. So Snore could use his burst, I could use my rift, and then Voltar can use a drone or something, and that could be enough to take out her health bar in the early game. We should wait to see how that works out in the late game. Yeah, so now that oh, this is probably a bad idea. Yeah. See, like once I snipe, it's over. So definitely should invest in gun tools, and then maybe some rift damage could make that ability a little bit more useful. I tend to undervalue the rift damage, the Higgs grenade. But Snork is definitely contributing a lot of fear into their hearts. So we're gonna be relying on him to keep them in check, so to speak. So just abuse range to take this wave out from afar. And you don't want to go in too hard for the solar. Just so long as Nibs is on the bottom lane, I feel confident, you know, taking a few shots here and there. But, ooh. So I'm going to hold this out here to kind of separate their team a little bit. Okay, ooh, and even picked up a kill on Max. Even if that snipe didn't finish him off, the fire definitely would have. So we'll probably be able to finish off this turret here and then just quickly run back and get this turret down. There we go, feed some solar into Voltar. I don't know what Voltar is going to build eventually, if he might be more offensive, but he definitely has the potential to dole out a lot of damage himself. It's like an old joke from the old community was Voltar is defending, or he's supporting his way to a kill. Because a lot of the characters in this game, despite being support characters, wow, he got the area of effect and the stun on arrow. Despite being support characters, they can still dish out a buttload of damage. So Voltar needs this creep more than I do, but he's not going to be able to get it because his platforming is just that terrible. Not the person, not the player, but the character. So he's, you know, like Max could just easily fly to it. Okay, this is definitely a kill here. Okay, hopefully, I was both of them weren't there. That would have definitely been a double, but I had to risk it because it just plays like that is what win you games. So had that been a double, we would have went even, but unfortunately we traded 1 for 3, so that wasn't great. But we are still basically tied on turrets, so no cause for concern just yet. Definitely gonna want boots at some point, and obviously we're still stacking on our gun damage, so don't lose sight of that. And man, I didn't expect them to be able to take 2 turrets there, but would you look at that? They do enough damage after all. Okay, did tag Rocco, and just gonna want to build up my boots to run away here. Raylan does accelerate if you're out of combat, so and just sneak that in there to form their side of the jungle. Man, these arrows are very annoying. So yeah, while she has that orb, I'm not going to really be able to do literally anything. She can basically just walk forward as much as she wants, and I have no choice but to retreat automatically just by sheer virtue of the fact that she exists. So I'm going to have to wait on my team. Okay, and that's what I'm waiting for. Just counter, just keep max out with that snipe rather than trying to hit anyone. Because players tend to, when one of your teammates dies, they tend to like be super aggressive to try to even it out. You know, because that makes sense. It's better to trade than to let the enemy team get away with a kill for free. So whenever you get a kill, just expect the enemy team to be way more aggressive automatically. And if they don't, then that's good news. But I don't really know what we're going to be able to do here apart from just poking a little bit and staying out of their range. They're deceptively quick. They have deceptively quick movement. Max can use his speed up on his, I completely forgot the name. Was it Focus Lens or something like that? Of that blasty move? I don't even know if I can read the name of, of the ability. That one's called Slow-Mo Shot or something. It's been too long. Okay, don't get hit by that and you're fine. She was just waiting for you to get hit. To Fire Breath, obviously. Okay, as long as I don't die, yeah, you see how she's just aiming for me? As long as I don't die, I've done my job. Because if I don't die, then I've successfully distracted Nibs. Because Nibs just by default is wanting to kill me because I have the lowest health pool, so I think they might be going in here, but maybe not. I don't really see an opportunity to snipe safely, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to wait and eat that interaction on the chin. with Snork dying. We'll just wait for him to respawn, I guess. In the meantime, if we need to have flyers, I don't know how much the flyers can contribute in holding off a push, but it might just be free solar for them. So let's watch this, gather some intel. I mean, especially with those arrows, jeez. Okay, they're up top, but they're going to drop very soon, though with Snork in the top lane. I'll stay here while we're both here and the flyers are around, because maybe it'll be harder for them to ambush us. Yep, you see how she's... I think I hit someone. She's really just focusing me, so I don't need to be, like, forgetting that she's around. Okay. And otherwise, like, I would snipe here normally, but I just can't. Yep, I saw that coming. She's going to drop in and Fire Breath. So I'm pretty much just waiting for Nibs to use Fire Breath to use my abilities, like Rift or something. Yeah, the boots coming in handy there. Okay, and they pretty much got both of us. Yeah, because of that movement ability on Max's shots. Let's see how we're doing. Oh man, Snork. Though he has the damage and the mobility, he's apparently he's struggling to use them to full effect. So they might take a turret here. I wouldn't be surprised. But let's try maybe to turn Snipe into kind of a utility and get some blind applied to them. Maybe that'll dissuade them from pushing where they otherwise might. The game just skipped a bunch of frames. I hope no one disconnected, but we'll see. I've yet to experience my first disconnect on this version of the game. So it looks like no blue enemies are out in the field. It looks like they all teleported back, so now we have regained control of the center. And okay, that was a brilliant time to use Snipe there on my part, but she might have an upgrade on Orb that slows us. Okay, she has the pull on Orb, but there might still be one that slows you. I'm not sure if that's a real upgrade or if I'm just hallucinating that. But either way, now we kind of know what her range is. So we'll just be waiting on them to initiate, and then I suppose we'll counter-initiate when they do. Okay, we do still have blind, don't forget that. But I'm not really sure what I'm going to be able to do, like, by myself. Okay, they're all running back. Every shot counts. But as long as Snork isn't, like, getting kills and playing the carry role, I don't see this going very well for us. Okay, one shot more. There we go. That's all we needed. And I can out-damage him, I think. Yes! Okay, so we did trade there. I couldn't really out-damage him because he still had his ability up, but I was close to matching it. With another level of Lucky Cat, I imagine I might, and then I might want to stack on Power Pills there. So, in fact, I might even want Baby Curry Mammoth to resist the pull on Orb, as well as the slow on Max's Orb. I guess they both are orbs. Yeah, the voice sound bites sound really loud in this patch. Oh, thank you. I actually could have potentially killed Voltar, so we'll just remind him that he's in danger. Okay, and I'm dead too because she has support. So I think all of us died there. I think we all got wiped, yes. Man. I didn't buy Power Pills yet, but maybe if I did, I would have had a chance to survive. Weirdly, I didn't really need to snipe there. That was kind of my bad. I could have just kept shooting Nibs with my gun and then ran out before Rocco had a chance to pursue. But I tend to snipe when I don't need to. So I guess that we'll make that another rule. Like, just use gun until you're sure you won't be able to get a kill without it. Or without, you know, the snipe. Because honestly, that's like, I mean, you saw it. Like, more than 50% of my deaths have been from sniping out of position. So while she's alone, I'll keep advancing, because I have my team, but she doesn't have hers. Okay, and man, she has that. She can just keep that entire lane covered for a whole 5 seconds or something. Which is not unordinary, but for a character that has as much burst damage as she does, to also be able to CC, I mean, she's playing multiple roles at that point. You know, so the more roles they give a character, the more roles they're able to fill, especially simultaneously, the more effective they're going to be. Okay, just make sure to stay away from Nibs. Okay, we were able to catch him. Okay, did successfully just dodge the arrow that I'm sure is incoming. She's gonna definitely teleport to me. If I can run out. Snork is in position right there, so he's fine. Just by a second level of power pills. Oh my god! I thought Snork was gonna defend! Snork, why would you leave the turret? Okay, she just needs to eat a bunch of bullets. And then I don't know what we can do here, especially because Max is gonna come back very soon. I am confident enough to chase them, but with Max here, I don't know how confident I should be. Okay, did blind him. Okay, that's another 2 as long as I can get that out. Maybe if he has the shell conch thing, he can get her too. Oh man, if he took the bouncer and used it right there, he could have killed her. That's okay. Finally, our luck is starting to turn around, I think, and we're starting to win some more of these team fights, rather than just putting our hands together and praying for a trade. So that feels good. That's progress. Man, and it's only been 16 minutes so far. This game is crazy. I mean, I'm telling you, these new characters don't leave anything on the table. I don't know what to buy, so I'll just buy range, I guess? Just to make the blind a little bit more effective. Okay, it looks like my team wants to run back, though, so I guess we're just gonna crouch in this choke point and let them know not to cross this line. Okay. She almost ate that. He canceled me? I'm not sure about that one. Ooh. Okay, I need to... Yep, I couldn't really do much there. So that's probably good game on us. Well, as long as the scorecard doesn't display after the end screen comes up. Here it is. Here's the final score. I bet I'm gonna drop exactly as soon as the base explodes. It's gonna... They're timing it perfectly. So, to give me the maximum hope. Okay, we have like half a bar. It's like 75% of a bar. I don't know why they would just leave it like that. Like, Snork could not have been that threatening to them. So far, he's not been very effective at holding them off, especially while they were all together. So, I guess this game's gonna go for a little bit longer. Oh, who was that? I want to see who that was. Oh, oh, you know what? She was hiding at the top. There's a platform at the top there where you can just hang out. I guess that's where she waited. And there you go. There's no end screen. So, gonna have to remember to bring up that final end screen, I guess, from now on. Atari has said that they plan to support it long-term, quote-unquote. So I don't know what long-term means. If it means more updates, or if it means, like, balance changes, or if it means just, you know, helping the game stay in a working state. Whatever the case, I guess we'll find out. And I'm not, you know, so far I don't hate it the way it is. They simplified a bunch of things, which is nice. And here you go. They brought the fan art art back. So really, what more could you ask for? Look at all of this. And, oh, it's mine! And I think I got a second one in here, but, they could add more art, who knows? Just, doing this out of fairness to everyone. All of these artists, and so much more. So talented. Love this community. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that episode, and I will see you next time.